Are you ready to talk about money? Well, let's do it. Stay tuned because that's exactly what we're going to do. Hello my friends and welcome to The Simple Sober Life. I am Joshua and I help others make small changes in their lives so they can create a life of awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today actually launches the very first video in, I guess what you would call a series. There's no designated number or anything, but the Awesome Financial Friday. So one of the things that I wanted to incorporate in this channel was helping other people with gaining more financial responsibility, more financial knowledge, just making overall better decisions when it comes to money. And you know, I've been pushing off implementing this and pushing off implementing it because I was working on so many other things. But a friend of mine messaged me on Facebook, and you know, she kind of got the ball rolling because she's like, I've been spreading the word about your channel and I really feel like they would be interested in learning more about money. Now, a little bit of my background is I have been dirt poor, nearly homeless. In fact, homeless, to be quite frank. I have had negative money in my account. I have had bills piling up and no way to pay for them. And at one point, not even enough money to put food on the table. And in other points in my life, I've been so overabundant with money that I really didn't know what to do with it. Now, the good thing is, through my education, I've actually obtained a master's degree in personal finance. So I have a working knowledge of, budgeting and paying bills and getting loans and insurance and how the stock market works and retirement funds. I also have knowledge of creating multiple sources of income to raise my wealth, to raise my financial awareness, and to create a better life for myself. So these are the experiences and the knowledge that I'm going to share with you on Fridays on this channel. So if it's something that you're interested in, I would say tune in every Friday as much as I possibly can for a new video on how to improve your financial situation. All right, so in this first video, we are going to talk about money. Everyone wants to talk about money, or maybe they don't. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, we didn't really talk about money. At least not in the traditional sense as to where I would know, when I earned money, what I should do to allocate it. I never knew how much my parents made. I never knew what the bills amounted to. I didn't really have any knowledge about that. And then once I left living with my parents, I was kind of thrust out into the world, and all of a sudden I have all these bills that are piling up. I have rent and utilities and car payment and insurance and medical insurance and and I had absolutely no idea what to do. In addition to that, the only thing I knew how to do was to go out and spend money. Whenever it came in, it just went out. I would go on shopping sprees, I'd go out to dinner, I'd buy drinks, So I had absolutely no idea on what to do. And, in not talking about it, we're actually creating a bigger problem. And I don't know about you, but I believe that the financial education in this country is disastrous. It does nothing but set people up for failure because it doesn't properly teach people how to manage money, how to make money, how to allocate the funds to different aspects of your life. It does absolutely nothing about teaching about compounding interest, creating multiple sources of income, to generate for the future, to generate a happier life now. It does absolutely nothing. The only thing that I learned in high school about money was how to balance a checkbook. And I haven't done it since. I've literally, outside of class, I never balanced a checkbook. I would, check into my account if I had money. But in order to improve on any situation in our life, we actually have to start talking about it. Now, I am not talking about, telling people, oh, I need to earn more money. I need to make more money. We all want to make more money, but just repeating over and over, I need to make more money, doesn't help the situation. We need to actually communicate with each other about, what we're bringing in, what we're putting out, so that we can have conversations about how to better manage those situations. Someone might actually have a good idea on, how you can save money in one aspect of your life so that you can transfer it to another. So you can actually build up a savings account so you're not living paycheck to paycheck. And the number of people living paycheck to paycheck is astronomical. I think it's reported that 60-something% of Americans report that they live paycheck to paycheck. And I've been there. And it sucks. It sucks so hard because you have to allocate every single penny. And I got tired of living like that. I couldn't do it anymore. It was so stressful. And I hated every single minute about it. And it wasn't until I actually started talking to other people who were leading the life that I wanted to lead, who were able to bring in, an abundance of money so that they could live the life that they wanted, and learned what they started to do and how they allocated the funds and, manage their financial situations, that I was actually able to start correcting my own. Talking about the problem will help create multiple solutions for you to choose from so that you can actually alleviate the situation. Doesn't that make sense? For the longest time, no one wanted to talk about cancer. It was a secret word. And although everyone knew that it existed, no one wanted to talk about it. We had to hide it. We had to sweep it under the rug. And it wasn't until, we actually opened up the conversation and people started talking about it that solutions actually started presenting themselves. And this happens with everything. Homosexuality, it was a hush-hush type thing. No one wanted to talk about that. Did you hear? Cousin Larry's gay. And now it doesn't really matter. No one really cares. We haven't alleviated the situation, but we've definitely improved upon it. So opening up and talking about those situations with someone that you know and trust can help you find solutions to the financial problems that you're having. I wouldn't go into work and start blabbing about what you make. That can either piss, a coworker off, creating a hostile work environment, or even worse, you'll find out that someone who started 3 months ago is making double what you're making, and yet you're doing the same job. That would probably piss you off. I know I would be furious if I found out that someone who was doing my job was making more than I was, and yet I'd been there twice as long. I'd become irate. So I wouldn't go blabbing your paycheck around to the office. But if you have, a friend that you can trust who actually is good with money, who actually knows what they're doing, then it might benefit you to actually sit down with them and have an open and honest conversation about, where you're at, what your goals are, what you're bringing in, what you're putting out, and, finding creative solutions to actually benefit you and move you forward in the process. Going into work or going up to your friends and just saying, I can't go out to dinner tonight because I don't make enough money, isn't going to help the situation. all you're doing is putting out that negative talk there and, not actually doing anything about it. Since I moved up here, I've started earning more money, which is great, and it's from a job. It's fine. But the important thing is that I've taken what I've learned by talking with other people about what to do with that money, and by talking with professors and financial planners and things like that, and actually implementing those ideas and solutions into my daily lifestyle. I don't go on random shopping sprees just because I have $5 in my pocket. I don't go out to extravagant dinners just because I have a couple extra dollars. I don't do that. And anymore. But I learned all this, A, from getting a financial education, and B, talking with other people who were in a financial situation that I desired. So opening up and talking about the situation, the problems that you're having, the successes that you're having. If you've actually been able to step back and make an improvement in your financial situation, I would totally brag about that. Not only are you kind of boosting up your ego, but you might help someone else who is facing a similar situation. And how cool would that be? Talking about the problem is the absolute first step in, creating a solution. It's as simple as that. Well, I hope you got value out of this video. There will definitely be more to come. Like I said, not only did I get a master's degree in finance, but I've also actually worked as a financial planner. And I've helped others, create budgets and move towards financial goals that they want to achieve. I've also generated multiple streams of income from various, side hustles that I've been doing. I'm working right now on several side hustles that I fully intend will bring in extra sources of income. That's why, that's what we're here for. I don't know, as that came out of my mouth, that sounded kind of pompous, and I'm sorry about that. But in order to get to the life that we want, we have to get to the financial goals that we want to achieve. It's as simple as that. If you want to travel, you gotta earn more money. If you want to help other people and go do charity work, you gotta make more money. That's if you want to support your family and all this. If you want to treat them to, a good lifestyle, you gotta get more money. And that doesn't necessarily mean earning $1 kabillion a year. That means knowing what to do with the money you have and then making changes to increase that, to kind of snowball that. Make those small changes so that you can lead a better life, a life of awesome. I hope you got value out of this. If you did, please make sure to subscribe. Hit that bell when you subscribe so you get notified each time I create a video. Give this video a big old thumbs up. And if you have any questions, if you have any topics that you'd like some insight on, if you'd like to bounce ideas around, please comment down below. I would love to hear what you have to say. Until next Friday, my friends, take care.